Hello, welcome back to another stream. Today, we're building a shulker box farm because we need about 1,000. I haven't actually done the math, but it's about that in the ballpark generally, which is a lot. If you didn't realize that would take a really long time to get from just the end casually. So we're gonna build a farm because that seems incredibly faster. Even though yesterday's farm of building the Wither Skull farm was really way more difficult than it needed to be. I'm so glad that I like planned it off stream and like got the schematic and watched the tutorial because holy did the portal linking thing do my head in and took so much longer. But I think that was like just karma because the putting the wolves into the farm went so well, like beyond anything that I expected, that the portal linking just I had to mess that up somehow, you know. Otherwise it was just gonna be too easy. It wasn't gonna make sense. But today there is no dogs. There is portal linking, but again, I have already done the testing, and it should be easier theoretically. Theoretically, I also have the materials, which are there. Beautiful. I was gonna say I actually forgot where I put them, but I knew I left them out. It's actually a really easy farm. Like, there's not many materials at all. There's a lot of blocks to place. It's pretty much, you just make a bunch of portals here, and then put walls in between them, and then you just have one shulker getting repeatedly pelted by snow golems, which I just remembered I forgot to get the snow golems materials. That's fine, we already have them. And then the snow golems just pelt the shulker into shooting itself with a little water trap. And then, yeah, they just duplicate. If you didn't know, shulkers, when they shoot themselves, duplicate. And then when they go on one of the platforms, on any of the walls that you make, they just go through the portal, and then you make a trap, which I've also found the materials for. This thing right here, these three right here, was the hardest materials to gather. Like 10x. Everything else I would collect 10 times faster than it took me to get these 3 wither roses. And you might be like, don't you have a wither rose farm? Yeah, I do. It didn't work. Let me actually just pull that up for you real quick, because that's how stupid it was. This was me last night. Not the black video. There we go. Yep. Here's our wither rose farm, right? Pretty much all you do is put some snow here, a pumpkin, it makes a snow golem, drops it into the trap below, and then you just spawn the wither under here. It's trapped under the end portal, the little one that, you know, opens up once you kill the ender dragon. Yeah, all of a sudden, it started breaking blocks. I assume during the new update, or maybe I put it in the wrong spot, but I thought I got it in the right spot. I'm pretty certain. It just started blowing up blocks around, which you might notice these right here are my shulker boxes filled with the sand that we need. Thankfully, none of them actually exploded and broke and wasted the materials. They just like broke, and I picked them back up, and it was completely fine, and no loss of the sand or the dirt that we've been collecting. But the trap doesn't work, so that sucked. So instead, I had a couple ideas. First, I was like, I'll just put him on the nether roof, where it doesn't matter even if he runs away, or there's nothing for him to destroy out here. And I'll just have him kill a bunch of snow golems, because I only need 3 wither roses. I didn't want to bother, you know, looking up a new farm or anything. I was just like, just get the 3 wither roses, she'll be fine. And I'll just spawn a bunch, so I got, you know, whatever remains after maybe he explodes a few extra. Then I remembered that, roundabout, where are we? Here, yeah, they just melt in the nether because obviously it's hot. You can't put water in the nether. You put a snow golem, he instantly dies because it's too hot. So instead, new plan, I just spawned him in the end on just a random end island, which was actually really funny because he just went around just going ham. Already the snow golems were going ham on Enderman, making them teleport everywhere. It was just chaos. It was actually really funny. And then, yeah, he almost killed me, low key. After I got all my wither roses, I got like 20 just cause, then I got bored. And then I was fine fighting him, but then just after the fact, I had 20 seconds of wither rose, wither effect or whatever it's called. I got down to 1.5 hearts, and I wasn't paying attention. Like, I could have eaten easily. I come out at 1.5 hearts. I could have died here on this platform, and I wasn't even paying attention properly. But yeah, that's how we got That's how we got our wither roses. So other than that, the materials were incredibly easy. We already had pretty much everything else. We have a ton of obsidian from our gold farm, which I actually also forgot is an XP farm. I've been grinding the dirt and the sand and all that jazz, and fixing my tools via trading with villagers, which to be fair, I kind of need to do anyways because we're really low on redstone. But it's really inefficient if I'm just trying to fix my tools. And remember, we have a gold farm that turns into an XP farm, and I've been using that to be a lot quicker. But I just forgot that it does that. So we have the obsidian, we have the glass, blackstone again from the gold farm, and then a few bits and bobs. Easy peasy. We actually also need the snow golem stuff, which I guess we can grab right now. I think we need like 20. I forget the exact number. I'll have to check the video for that section, but I already got it up, so that'll be fine. And grab me some pumpkins. I think my shears are in here. Beautiful. We also need a couple sticky pistons, just for getting the shulker in there. Which actually I did mention last stream, but I haven't mentioned it yet on this stream. We have also got a trapped shulker box in a minecart, which is definitely the hardest part of building this farm, the most tedious, annoying bit. I just grinded out the one block, which is why we've got the little trap around it for now as well. Ran it through the one block, which also glad I did it off stream because holy, it like bugged out and broke and was being a giant pain because the little block right there was acting like it was 500 entities alone on my entity counter in my F3 screen and was lagging us again, and it took me like 2 hours to fix it. And if I was streaming at the time, it probably would have just crashed my game and my recording and all that jazz. So yeah, it was a pain, but we fixed it. That works. I got a shulker box eventually. Took me like 3 attempts to get him into a minecart and actually trap him. He teleported from like on the back of this wall to under here to like under here, and then we got him in a minecart eventually. So he's there, trapped, all lit up, so nothing spawns on him and he starts attacking it. And then we're gonna build the farm over here out the way. And you might be like, don't we have an industrial farm district right here? Yes. We're putting it over here because it's far enough away from that portal so they don't link. Otherwise, we're going to have the same nightmare that we had last time. Plus, right here is fine anyways because all these rooms are just decorative, for one. And two, they shouldn't be able to spawn on any of the like undersides here or here. I did test it in my creative world. They shouldn't be able to, theoretically. But this is the design, just giant portals, walls in between, so they spawn on the walls, they instantly go into the portal, and there's a trap on the portal side, on the nether side even. But yeah, we're hiding it in here just to keep it away from our portal. And that is nothing, don't worry about that. What else we need to do? I was missing something. Sticky pistons. We need a dose of those. We need this. We also need to make an activator rail, which I don't think we have any. We have regular red powered rails and normal rails, which we also need some to get him back over. We have pistons, beautiful. Yeah, we need a couple rails to get him into the farm. Then how do you make an activator rail? I literally made one recently, I just don't remember. Iron, a redstone torch. Alright, and some sticks. Filled my iron chests. They're kind of a mess. I'll also keep playing the music. Skip. Bang. Alright, where my sticks at? It's so full. Do. 3, because we need to make a redstone torch. Bang, bang. Now we got 6. We only need 1, but that'll do. That'll do, donkey. That'll do. Throw that in there. Alright. The activator rail is just to get the shulker in the box. Shulker box in its box. These are supposed to be sticky pistons. Oh, that matters if we craft them now or later. But yeah, pretty much everything along here is just not on the material list because, one, mobs don't make it on the material list, and this is just to move it in there. It doesn't stay on the farm. which is why I forgot it. I think we're good to start building. Pretty sure. It shouldn't take long, theoretically. As long as I don't mess anything up. We're recording. We're recording on there. We're recording on there. We're recording on there. We're streaming on there. We're not muted. Huge. Let's go. Yeah. Bring all these materials. I feel like I'm forgetting something. What could I possibly be forgetting? I don't know, but we did also run the Wither farm, the Wither Skull farm, off stream. Like we ran it on stream for a little while, but I wasn't gonna just sit there grinding it on stream because that was incredibly boring for me to do off stream, let alone on stream. So I did that for like, I did it for an hour and we tested. I actually wrote down what we get per hour. It's not as many skulls as I thought per hour. I think probably because I just didn't build it as efficiently as it physically could have been. And I wasn't farming it as efficiently as I could have been. I was like watching YouTube videos. I was stopping to like craft things into coal blocks and gold blocks and bone blocks, all that jazz. So it definitely could have been faster, to be clear. But in an hour of pretty inefficient farming, we got 4,100 coal in an hour, which is insane. Very, very good. And then we got 110 skulls. So I was thinking, I don't remember, it doesn't actually say it in like the YouTube title or anything, but I remember seeing somewhere a comment section, I don't know, but people were like, yeah, it's about 300 to 400 skulls per hour. So ours is considerably slower, but in saying that, I don't think I'm literally ever going to use 110 wither skulls in my life unless I start using them decoratively, regardless. So getting that in an hour, fine by me. And that is a great amount of coal. It's about what I was expecting. And that's also, again, inefficiently. If we actually add some chests to it, we could just let it run and not have to worry about crafting them into blocks as we were going. We got 2,200 blaze rods, which is really good. I had no estimate for that. I will probably never use 2,200 blaze rods in my life either. We got 18 stacks of bone blocks. Not bones, bone blocks. Plus another 34 stacks of just bones. And we got 10 stacks of gold ingots. So it's a really good farm. So it was a bit of a headache to get the portals working, but 100% worth it. You're loud, bro. But yeah, that's the results of the farm. She works good. What level are we on? 32. All right, we bring this back down. And we can start building this thing. It's pretty simple. It's just a bunch of portals and some walls. I just have to make sure I light one of the portals on this side, go through it into the nether, break that portal, and then build the nether side trap. Because last time we built, the reason why the wither farm was such a pain is because I accidentally built the wrong side first. Like we went to the overworld side instead of building the thing on the nether roof and then linking it that way, yada yada yada. That was the reason why it was a pain. So make sure we do this correctly this time and it won't be annoying. But it also should be a lot easier to link up because I tested these in the creative world and it doesn't require linking 3 portals in like crazy heights and, you know, 60,000 blocks away. It's really close, so they should link pretty easily regardless. So the materials we need to start this thing is a bunch of obsidian. Honestly, just give me all of it. Just give me all the glass as well, sure. And then we need this. Just almost fill it. Bang, bang. Because all of these are portals and walls. So if we just skillfully land this first try. What is that? Let's go. He's coordinated. He's been playing so much Minecraft, he remembers how to actually land on things now. In saying that, I have died so many times. Recently. And by so many times, I've died once. But it's so stupid. I feel like I blew myself up with TNT. That's crazy. That song is so much louder. Chill with that. Chill. Damn. But we're already back up to level 145, so... Realistically, did we die? Was anybody there to see it? Oh. Did it even happen? So yeah, the Wither Skull farm, also a great XP farm. Not that I'll be flying 12,000 blocks to use it for an XP farm ever, because holy, did that take a hot minute to fly back and forth from that thing. This glass, which you can barely see, by the way, with the resource pack we have, where it makes it, like, see-through, pretty much, is the center of the farm, where the shulker goes in. It can also be a solid wall. The guy that made the farm, IanXO4 on the YouTubes for the credits, if you guys would like to build the farm yourself, used glass for all of them, so you can use glass. You can actually just use any solid block you want. By using glass, you can see through it, and you know, make sure it's running, and you can see that the shulker's firing correctly, and the snow golems are working and whatnot. But one, we didn't have a ton of glass, and we'd have to smelt it out, and that was going to be a waste of materials. Two, I think the blackstone looks cooler. Three, I put glass in the center because we had enough of just the center wall. So we can see this is literally just the only section that would have any functioning farm working, because the shulker goes, the one that is creating the farm, running the farm, goes like here-ish, but like up further. So it's the only part you really need glass to see it working. So I figured we'll use the glass for that section. The rest can be blackstone, because that matches our aesthetic of using blackstone for pretty much everything everywhere. But, and yeah, we didn't really have the glass. We have glass now, I guess, because we have a ton of sand, but I'd have to smelt it. And like, you know, I didn't quite have the coal ready yet, because we hadn't built the wither farm yet when I collected these materials and whatnot. And honestly, I just think it looks better. But okay, I'm realizing the further I get up on this farm, I'm gonna get some stupid creeper spawn on these portal frames and low-key blow me up. And the farm. But surely not. My mob farm is still running, I'm pretty sure. Surely that's taking away mob cap. Okay, why is there like a million slimes down here? I don't want to leave because then the mobs will definitely spawn, but I need slime, and all of a sudden there's just a million down there? Look at that. There's a slabs. Alright, cool. Eh. Alright, can we get our slabs out without dropping all our materials off the wall? Just give me a couple. Huge. Beautiful. Cloud, hello! How do? Oh. My back is absolutely killing me. Probably stand, honestly. Arise. Beautiful. Alright. Yeah, so this is the platform where they're gonna spawn. Slash, where they're gonna farm the shulker. Eh. I'm pretty sure it's where all the snow golems sit. I have to actually look up the video again to know where / when to put all the snow golems in. And I'll just put them in at the end, but like... I take it back, it's actually in the schematic. Just drop them in their little pod. And they basically just rapid fire shoot up at the shulker. And then we use a little water trick to make the shulker shoot itself. In saying that, I did test it in I did test in the creative world, and the farm doesn't work exactly the same as it did when it was built in like 2023 maybe, I don't remember. But around that vibe. Because shulkers and shulkers and trapdoors, shulkers and scaffold, whatever it was, it doesn't fire up correctly and wouldn't duplicate itself. So it took me like an hour, and I had to find some like unlisted video that somebody made, that somebody posted on Reddit to fix the farm. I love Minecraft community like farm builders and like just the community around it that then go and fix it and then just make an unlisted video for like this little fix that takes this really popular farm that has like 2 million views on YouTube and fixes it for the next update because the creator doesn't, you know, make videos anymore. So goated. But God, does it take a while to find sometimes. But it fixes the problem by basically just putting an armor stand in there. Beautiful. Been a while since I've been in stream, not since Wonderlands stuff. Fair and real, I didn't do much streaming in between. We built Castle in the Sky in Minecraft for like a year. But there wasn't that many streams of it. And then, yeah, I'm back for this one. But since Wonderlands, I was mostly on my YouTube video grind arc. But with Borderlands 4 around the corner, best believe we'll be streaming that a lot. I'm very keen. What do we got? Like 2.5 months? It's so close. Okay, we need a trapdoor. So yeah, I'm trying to finish this project by the end of July. Is the goal at least. And then we build, then we stream the hell out of Wonderlands. Borderlands. Same, but different. Yeah. And then we just simply do both at the same time. Simply. Really high for that. Hell yes. Love the sub-branching skill trees that they showed off. I haven't looked at the proper skill trees for Rafa yet. I'm keen. I was just busy when they posted and I forgot to watch it this morning as well. But yeah, they showed so much stuff. I just want to see the other two characters. I was like, okay, we're showing a ton of the Siren, and I'm hyped as hell about the Siren because the design for her looks sick. And Rafa was probably my close second as well because they've shown a bit of him. Yeah, I really want to see the... What's it called? What's his name? The punch guy. The brute. Need scaffolding. Harlow? No, Harlow's the melee one. The melee one scientist, combat tech lady, right? Amon. His name's Amon. I want to see Harlow and Amon's skill trees. Or even just like, a sneak peek. I don't know if they show all the skill trees usually before launch. But I mean, they've shown two, Yeah, May as well. Bang. Alright, give me my scaffold, please. Wait, actually... I should probably throw... Yeah, I should probably put the snowmans in there at the moment. Before we put the scaffolding, because it's going to be way harder. Do I have lanterns? It's so dark. Can I have lanterns? I don't have any on me. If I fly away, there's going to be so many mobs here. Give me this. Yeah. Give me that. Alright, let me double check how many I'm supposed to be putting in this farm. I think it's like 20, but could be wrong. Yeah. Oh, it's muted. $24 golems. That's so many. Bink. Bonk. Alright. So, they go in this little spot right here. Wait, can I just... like this? I gotta break this. That's annoying. Beautiful. Wait, did I not get my... Okay, I did get my shears, I just didn't get them out. Yoink. Oh, I thought he was taking damage, but it's just because he's not in the right spot. That's fine. It's like, how are you dying already? You're not supposed to die, actually, at all in this farm. Alright, that's Trace. It's 4. 5. 8. 9. 10. All right, we need 24. Brain. What do I was gonna do something. I feel like my brain is 10 times more mush when I'm streaming. It's 11, 12, 13, 15, 17, 18, 20, 21, 22. We're not dying, right? We're not dying. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. Alright, 2 more. Alright, beautiful. You guys are gonna live in there forever? We are dying! I just saw that entity cram. Why are we dying? Well, maybe I just miscounted. Either way, nobody else die, alright? I need you guys. You have an important job to do. Shoot a shulker for the rest of eternity, forever and ever and ever. Okay. Bang, bang, bang. Did we miss anything on that level? Nope. Beautiful. Alright, now we build the rest of these walls. Simply. What are you? A dispenser? Yeah, I got one of those. Yoink. Oh my god, I have 2 stacks of pumpkin seeds for that. I don't want all that. You hold these. I'm actually shocked that we've gotten no mob spawning. That mob farm might actually be working. That's crazy. Also, actually, speaking of that, I should turn that mob farm off, because I realistically don't need it now that we have the wither farm, the wither skull farm. Because we got so many bone blocks instantly, and the mob farm itself is relatively incredibly slow. It's been running non-stop, pretty much since I started the project. Like this project, which I think was like day 3,180-ish. It's written up on the tree, so we'd actually know, but 3,460 days in. We've played about 300 days. And we have like the same storage of bones up there. I said I made a sorting system. Need a button. All got buttons. Yoink. Yeah, I put up like what? I can't see from here, but I want to say it's like 3x5, maybe 15 shulkers. And I reckon it's filled 12 shulkers the entire time of just bones, not bone blocks, just bones. Which I don't know, maybe that sounds like a lot when it's I mean, it's just a mob farm, just a regular old mob farm. But like, I ran the other one for how long? An hour, and we got 18 stacks of bone blocks and 34 stacks of bones. The 34 stacks of bones alone is more than a shulker box, and that's in an hour. The other one's been running for hundreds of hours. Maybe not hundreds, but at least 100 hours. I actually know how much is 100 days. 100 days is 10 minutes times 100 minimum. That's if I sleep, and I actually haven't slept at all, so it's really 100 times 20, which is what, 2,000. If I did the math right. 2,000 divided 60. I'm not doing that math. I clocked out. I was doing the simple math. I was okay with that. We're not doing 2,000 divided 60. Division is hard. Gimme. Bam, bam. Regardless, way more than that farm is producing. And I truly don't know why it's so much slower. Obviously, I know it's going to be slower because it's a particularly skeleton farm and you stood there farming them with looting, but like... 1 hour of a manual farm should not outpace hundreds of hours of an automatic one. What? That's ridiculous. Skip. Do I got a banner in here? I do have a banner in here. Look at it, he's so prepared, chat. Eh. Oh, I also need to make an armor stand. I was literally talking about the fix earlier for the farm, the new update, and I forgot to actually make the thing that fixes it. Oh, it jumped off. I was like, how did that thing die? Oh. We got our first mob. Oh, I'm zooming, that's why. I was like, why am I not scrolling to this? Get out of here, trash bag. What is it? Why is this? Oh, it's water. That's right, because we use water to send the shulker shot back down to itself. Eh. I just heard an Enderman. Why am I hearing Enderman? This is a shulker farm, gentlemen, alright? Don't be spawning different mobs in here. I don't know where he is either. He's not there. Oh, I found him. Oh, hello. I'm terrible at doing those little jumps like that. I'm really bad today, apparently. Holy. Bonk. Alright, last level. Second last level, maybe? Alright, this gotta be the last one. What the? Okay, we got 3 more apparently. Dude, these portals are huge. It's actually ridiculous. I guess it's just like the max range that shulker can spawn. Yeah, a duplicate of itself, I guess. But damn, this is a pretty big range, no? Alright, we need stone button. Oh, dude, we have a stack of stone buttons? Oh, because the nether side is basically covered in buttons so that you can't spawn, or they can't teleport anywhere else. Also, I was doing the math in my head last night. Again, I don't know why it requires so much math to do giant projects like this in Minecraft. It's a little rude, honestly. But I was doing the math yesterday of how long it would take me to build the things. Because we're taking a long time to get into building any of the biomes, but it's because I'm collecting like the majority of materials for all of them, because like the base of them are pretty simple materials by design, so that we could actually do something at this insane scale. Like the moss, the stone, the dirt of the different varieties, the sand, the red sand, the terracotta, even the glass, which we actually need so much more glass, which is not in the schematic, but That's another problem. Terracotta is basically just more dirt, and we need about 100,000 of that as well. All of those are huge materials, like 200,000, 200,000, 300,000 dirt, 200,000 sand. A lot of them, but they're all now farmable that we've made all these huge mega farms. So I figured just go ham making those. So one, we have them at all, and two, so we can get them all at the same time, get the bulk out the way, and then we can just go ham with building. Which is why I was like, we could set a ambitious, I would say is the word, ambitious goal of building this whole thing by the end of July. But then I was like, okay, how many hours realistically is it going to take to build the thing though? Building this dome, this dome itself, like cut off here-ish, I think it was, wherever it connects to the quartz, which I guess is up there, but just the dome section is about 100,000 blocks-ish. I don't remember exactly, but it's about that. It took me 12 plus hours. I think it was 12 to 16 hours, I forget. But it was 3 streams, 12 to 16 hours-ish, and that is with easy place in Lighmatica, sprint jumping in a circle repeatedly for 12 hours. Basically just as efficient as you can physically get it, because it's all one material. It's all just polished blackstone and some lanterns. So you're just keeping the same materials on you and going as efficiently as you can and running in a circle, sprint jumping for maximum speed. I think I even gave myself speed 2 with beacons and was just going as quickly as possible. And that took 16 hours, or 12 to 16 hours, right? We need, or the schematic so far, which again is like 70 to 80% complete. Some of them are like 95% complete, like you just do the finishing touches customization. Some don't even have trees yet, so it's a little bit. This so far has 1.13 million items. So even if you took it at 12, right? What's 12 times 11.3? That's 135 hours of building with that's with maximum. That's actually, I shouldn't really be doing 12 because that's horrendously going to be inaccurate. What's 16 times 11.3? 180 hours, and that's probably still horrendously off, right? Because again, this was maximum efficiency, easy place building. The biomes aren't just a giant circle that we can build efficiently in. There's mountains, there's ravines, there's an ocean, which we have to place all the water for, which in itself will probably take me 10 hours. About 180 to, let's be realistic here, 300 hours of building. If it's 300, if that's 30 days of 10 hours a day. So, one, I don't think I'm going to be able to stream all of the building because what am I supposed to talk about for 300 hours while we're just fucking going ham building? And then two, that's so many hours. So yeah, we'll see. I guess we'll see how we go with that. We have built this side. We should light a portal and then go through. Is our next step. I don't know where my flint and steel is. That kind of gave me flashbacks to the flint and steel meme. I haven't heard anybody say that in a while. Bam, give me that. Alright, if we go through any of these, I believe, let's pick one that doesn't have mobs in it. This should spawn us somewhere in the nether, very close to where we have our portal anyways, but on like the groundish level. Yeah. The XP bounced on lava at the start. That's kind of crazy. We break this. Simply. Goodbye. Now, we fly just directly up, actually. Hit our head on the roof. Go up here. Here's our usual portal, which is super ugly. We actually really need to do something about that. That's where I was going to spawn a bunch of snow golems, and it abandoned that idea. This is our platform that we've got to build now. It's our little trap. It has a bunch of pigment in it because I was testing it in the creative test world. It's really small, and it's so simple. They literally just spawn in this here. These are the only 4 spots that they can spawn outside of the trap, and this is so we can refill the farm if we ever need to. This doesn't slow down rates, it doesn't do anything. This is just a little backup chamber. So if the shulker in the trap itself ends up dying, or it breaks, anything random, it's very unlikely, but apparently after like a few hundred hours of running, in the video is like about 1,000 hours, you'll probably get like the RNG bad luck of it, you know, hitting these certain rare things so that it gets low enough health so it stops duplicating things and then the farm breaks. At that point, if you somehow still need shulkers after having thousands upon thousands of shulkers, just simply take one of these guys into the trap and then you're good to go. Everyone else spawns on these 3 blocks right here. Little string gets activated as soon as they move at all. Activates these observers, activates these pistons, and pushes them in to this spot right here, which it's kind of hard to see in the schematic, but that's wither roses, and they'll just slowly die to the wither roses. And then, into here, chests. Filled with shulkers, which we need obviously more than one singular chest, but that's all that was in the schematic. So this should be pretty simple. Simples. We just need to bring this back down to level 128, or just above that actually. Then we can build this side. Beautiful. And then we link this portal, I believe. Let me double check that actually. I believe we link this portal, and by link I mean just activate it. Yeah, okay. So we light the portal, we don't have to go through it. It's just going to be at the correct height because I already did this math off stream. It's actually also really easy to do this math. But I just did it just to test, especially because how difficult the wither farm was linking. This doesn't seem very far, but it is enough blocks away. They don't spawn here. They don't teleport to here. It's okay. I also tested that. So we light this portal, then we go back through. We put our shulker into the farm itself. We light all those portals, and then as soon as they go through, they will go to this portal, and everything will be fine. There'll be absolutely no technical problems at all. Yep, smile. Yep, confidence. Bang. Yeah, alright. We need these. Basically, just give me everything in here, mostly. Not those. Not that, not that. Actually, I think I do need one of those. I already had some activator. Idiot! Give me that. 1 sticky piston? I don't know where that's supposed to go. Give me all the things, though. Powered rails, I believe there are some. Redstone, string, yes. Chest, yes. Soul sand, yes. Levers, yes. We're now out of space. So, hold on to that. Why is this ghast so loud? Shut up, man! There's 2 of you, that's why. Damn, you guys are annoying, huh? That's only on 50% hostile creatures noises. That's crazy. Alright. Regardless, we ignore him. Chest. A few hoppers along here. Eh. Obviously can't place the shulker boxes. But they will spawn there. / teleport themselves to there in due time. But Pigman, you're really making this hard to see. If y'all could chill, that'd be great. Bang, bang. That's already placed. Hopefully nothing spawns while I'm mid-building this. It'd really suck if a ghast just came along and just destroyed the entire thing. Or my actual portal. That would be kind of cringe. 3 wither roses. Damn, them things are expensive. Need to work out how to make a new farm for that, because I actually do need a lot of black dye for this farm. Not for this farm, sorry, for this project. And yeah, I was really banking on that farm still working, so I don't know why it doesn't. But we're gonna have to make a new one. Or maybe there's hopefully a small fix. Maybe wishful thinking. But hopefully there's a small fix We make the one we already have work. I also might have spawned it in the wrong spot, but there's literally no other spot for it to spawn. So, like, it was trapped. It was still trapped, but it didn't go anywhere else. It just blew up more blocks than it used to be able to. And, you know, blow up the little area. It blew up the area around my portal. Which it didn't used to be able to do, so yeah, I'm just confused how. But, I don't know. Hopefully there is something maybe extra I can put down. That I can make it again. That's a really easy farm to make, so I guess, like, worst case, maybe we've got to trap it in a, like, one of the little portals that are out in the end islands. I've seen people trap withers out there before. That could work. But I am going to build, like, a little black glass void in one of the biomes, and I'm going to need a lot of black dye, and wither rose is the only way we can get it, because there's no oceans or river biomes in a void one block world. Alright, this is everything. So yeah, we can't get squids. Give me this, please. This side is already done. This farm is so easy, bro. Relatively. I know I might have been saying this too early, but like, it's just purely based on size, I'm saying. This is fantastic. I should link these right here, though. Bang. And bang. Oh, there's supposed to be a minecart there, hey. But minecarts don't show up on schematics. Was there one of those stupid little blocks? We just have enough. Where did I put my crafting table? Didn't I say I'm supposed to be having a crafting table in here? And I've somehow lost it again? I was meant to do that, yeah. Oh, damn it. My brain is mush. Be one of those. What? Do-do. Alright, here, have a crafting table. Don't take the crafting table out. Bang, bang. Now, we have a minecart. We chuck this here, which does that. I don't fully understand this mechanic of it because this minecart doesn't move, so I don't know why. I mean, this side is just so we can move it back if we want. I'm basically just don't understand activator rails. I know it activates things as soon as it hits them, because as soon as a shulker hits an activator rail when it's in a minecart, it gets out. I understand that mechanic. So basically they spawn in here. I believe one of them instantly gets yoinked. Like the first 4 that come through will go into this minecart, and it constantly shaking because it's not moving and it's sat on an activator rail. We'll boot it out instantly and it'll jump to this side, I think is the concept. And then, yeah, because it'll just take the first 4, yoink them into here, fill up this section, and then from there, it'll fill up the other side and farm them for us. I think is the concept. And the other rails there, it doesn't move because the other rails are there to turn it on to refill it if we want to. I think it's the concept. I think. If not, oh well. Okay, so that's on. We haven't activated it. We haven't sent anything through it because we don't need to. On this side, we now have the very simple, easy peasy task, no stress involved whatsoever, of getting this little goober right here. This guy, we're gonna call him Jerry the Shulker, into our shulker box farm. Which seems simple. It seems easy. We should go get some netherrack real quick. Which is on the other side, apparently. Give me a couple stacks of them. Also don't need all these materials on us anymore, so... Why do I have so many extra slabs? Did I just, like, horrendously miscalculate the amount of slabs I needed? It's giving that. But I don't know how or why. I missed a sign. There was definitely supposed to be a sign on the other side. Hold. cracked my neck. That hurt. Was there not? Am I tripping? I swear there was... Maybe I replaced it with a slab, and I just am forgetting about it. I do not remember doing that though. That's fine. We don't need a sign. Shmeh. It's raining apparently. I saw it. Where was it? Okay, it must have literally just stopped because I saw the rain come through one of these small holes I have in the roof for the lighting and also for the escape route, but apparently it stopped. All right, we need regular rails and a lot of them. Probably more than a stack. I'll be so for real. Pretty sure that's more than a stack away. And then we're gonna need a minecart with a furnace in it and then some coal. We have 3 extra rails. Best I can do. All right, no worries. Give me a furnace. We need coal for that. Coal, but I was actually trying to say this. Bang. Dude, did I not put out 8? Did I misclick putting them back? That is annoying. Coal, yoink, yeah, sure, give me 26. It's only gonna need 1 to get in there, but that's fine. I haven't used a minecart furnace in 15 years. Minecraft only came out like 15 years ago, but in like 10 years, it's been a really long time. I was probably 15 when I last did it. Okay, starting from here, we simply have to get them all the way into the farm down there. I'm pretty sure we're going to run out of rails. I'm pretty sure. Skip. Was that hard? Was that a bat noise? Bro, why do they sound so horrendous? Oh. Just shift click this all the way across. Okay, yeah, we might have to make just a few more rails. I don't think the 3 extras quite gonna make it. In fact, I don't even know if it's gonna make it to line it up in the... Yeah, it's gonna be a few shy of that as well. What? Look at all the mobs in there now. See, I told you the second we leave, there's gonna be a million down there. Alright, give me some iron. But wrong one. Yoink. Give me some sticks. We're low-key running out of sticks. We need to make that tree farm that I have the design for. Maybe that's next stream's plan. Just give me, honestly, give me 2 stacks. 2 stacks works. Here, take the sticks back. Yeah. Yeah. I love that there's just frogs roaming around. They're very much a vibe. Here, have my iron back, please. Alright, so we need to get this guy to line up over that oak trapdoor down there. It would be really ideal if they just stopped existing with all that bullshit they've got going on. Maybe we grab some lanterns and then we chuck them down, we fly away real quick so they don't blow stuff up. Yeah. Yoink. You're problem number 1. And you 2 are. Beautiful. The rest of you are manageable. from the top rope. Get him out of here. Rude. Rocked. Flat. Dead. Alright. Yoink. Yoink. Honestly, we should just leave these up here anyway. The portals should generate enough light, right? Once they're actually lit. What? Yeah, perfect. Alright. That'll fix that problem for now. So, we need to get this guy down here. Which I'm pretty sure we rake this. He needs to sit on top of that. Top of that thing right there. Pretty certain. Do. So, did I break my lever? I did, didn't I? Give me all. Yeah, I was supposed to put a lever there. That lever activates that trapdoor so then they can shoot up to the shulker, which sits right here. We also need to make an armor stand. And we need to put water in here. We need to waterlog that trapdoor. Okay, let's... What does the dispenser do again? I honestly forget. I don't remember. Okay. We need an armor stand. We need to put that lever back. You reckon we can make that on the way down? We so make that. I missed. Damn it! I believe. Oh, let's go. Second try. Alright. Stop hitting our head on things. Now we just need an armor stand, which is a lot of sticks, and then the stupid smooth stone that nobody uses, and I'm pretty sure it's slabs. We don't need that. We don't need that. We should probably keep those. We don't actually have a lot of those. You don't get them from the mob farm. Unless you actively kill the spider itself. You don't get spider's eyes. We need rockets. Give. Beautiful. More sticks. I'm pretty sure that's it, right? Armor. Yeah. Alright, just one is fine. There. Bonk, bonk, bonk. I just picked up the trash again. I'm forgetting something. What was it? Water. Water and an armor stand. Don't pick up the trash. Again. Yoink. Boom. Alright, so. Water goes there. It didn't go all the way down. Beautiful. Means he's built it correctly. The dispenser was for the armor stand, correct? And we put the armor stand after. I'm pretty sure. So, pretty sure we break this wall right here. With efficiency 5 and netherite. Not bad. Not bad at all. Ooh. Ooh. Give me that. Can you? Game. Give me the damn water bucket. Just give me my fucking water back. Plus. Thank you very much. Holy, didn't have to be that difficult. He's doing something wrong. It looks wrong. From memory, it looks wrong. Okay, we are doing something wrong. Not a lot wrong, just a little something wrong. So that doesn't actually need to be there anymore, but that's fine. The new design doesn't require that. So... You actually make him spawn... here. So, we need to yoink these two stairs. Don't worry about everything that I was just doing. Well, actually... Yeah, I just break this is actually what I need to break. All that can stay. This, get me down to here. Did I do it right? Am I like one off? Another one. Okay, so we moved these two out with pistons. It'd be great if we had some light in here. Put up on my lanterns. Beautiful. I can see some things. My sticky pistons. Two of them's. Yoink. And then hard to see because of the glass, but I did it wrong. Stupid. Beautiful. There and there is actually what I meant to do. Piston. Beautiful. Okay, that button, we need to put that button back. Nobody forget about the button. Then we need the activator rail right here. Because that little chamber right here is where our Shulker man's going to sit. He's going to be living the rest of his life out here. Bang, bang, bang. That's on. Okay, so we drop the Shulker right here. He'll hit this activator rail. Activate, get out of the minecart. He'll jump right here. And then we land here. We push this. We'll close that, pushing the Shulker onto this platform right here. He'll be stuck there for life. Then we put the armor stand. Ooh, we need the button back. We need to sneak. We need to sneak the button back here. Somehow. The button may require some sneaky tech, but that's okay. We'll work that out. So, we hit that and that. Honestly. Ooh. No, he won't land and do the wrong thing. That's fine. Cool. Nailed it. Alright. So, double checking. All of this seems correct. We haven't made a single mistake, I'm sure of it. We've never made a mistake. Literally ever. In any farm, anywhere, ever. Alright. If my boy lands right there, he should be good. So, we do this, we do this, we do this. He's gonna hit this wall. Gonna fall straight down. Gonna land on that activator rail. And all shall be well. 100%. No doubt in my mind. Bang. Right there. Don't know what I picked up on the way through, I'll be honest. You know, hit that, and that'll be correct. And then we want that back, and then we want to put our water back in case he spawns back up there again. Yep. Beautiful, beautiful. And then the button was on that wall. But why? Why does the button not show again? Maybe we didn't need the button here. But there was an oak button. Why is there no oak button now? And why is it not showing this to be red? These blocks should be red. Something's bugging with me. Oh, it's because I turned the schematic placement off. There we go, there we go, there we go. It was just wigging out. So yeah, there is supposed to be a button here. So we're going to have to sneak that in. Somehow. Currently, don't know how we're going to do that. But we can get the armor stand in via that dispenser. That's fine. Just a mess of red right now. Alright. So, let's put the shulker in the farm. Nothing could go wrong. Nothing's ever gone wrong. So, yeah. So nothing will go wrong. We're recording. We're good. Theoretically. Alright, bud. Are you ready for your big day? It's almost time. By almost time, it is entirely your time to shine. Do we just sneak this in under here and he never even sees us? Not even one time? Bang. Bang. Hold up. Are they connected? The rails are... Is he on a rail? I think he's on a rail. I guess we're about to find out. Go! Go! Yes! It's gonna work! First try! Did it work? I think it worked. Holy! Nailed it. I don't need that messing anything up. I don't think it does, but just in case. He's in! He's straight up in! I didn't even check if I had closed that trapdoor, which could have been catastrophic. But we're good, because it wasn't. So, theoretically, we hit this lever. He's in the right spot, and he's enclosed! Okay, so now. We break that. We break that. We break that. Alright, everything should be almost good to go. Holy, I think we've almost done it, boys. I think we've almost done it. The dream farm. Can you please hold all of this junk that I just randomly have on me? The first 3 items I went to put in there, I actually still actively need. Yep. That. Those will do for now. Okay, so we need to 1. Put this obsidian back. Beautiful. 2. We need to get to this dispenser. Put an armor stand there. Put that in there. And then simply... Huge. Okay. Sweet. And the reason armor stand is because it's like a weirdly beautiful shape that lets the shulker shoot up, and it will put the shulker shot into the water and send it back down and hit itself, so it will duplicate. It's the only like item that's the correct shape and works in this update. Now we just need to sneakily sneak a button there. I actually don't know if it... I don't think the armor stand like counts this block, is covering this block to stop it from being spawnable. I'm pretty sure we still need to put a button there, which is gonna be a little cheesy. I'm really hoping he can't see me. I don't have more glass in me. This is problematic for us. Give me glass. All right, so we need button at the ready. Button at the ready. We put it in that slot right there. We break this. We put button right there. We put glass back before he can shoot us. That doesn't work. Oh no. Oh no. Schematic placements. Schematic placement off. Okay. Button in place. Button in place. I repeat, button is in the right spot. We also don't need this dispenser here anymore. But it can actually stay there because it's a solid block. It doesn't matter. That can stay there 100%, 100%. Because if they spawn in this, they go through this portal anyway, so it's okay. 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 Chat, I think we did it! Holy, I think we actually did it! So, that's on. Go M and R. That shows us our whole schematic. We zoom out. Yeah. Okay. I'm seeing the vision. The vision is seen. They're all in there. Not seeing any other problems. I'm not seeing I'm missing anything else. I think we're good. So, we break this. We take our beloved flint and steel. Shout out Jack Black. We light this. Ow, that was my face. Okay. We light this side. We light this side. We light that one. We light that one. And then, I mean, we can break these because they look ugly and are no longer required for the light level. So, if we simply go through this here portal. Oh, hi, bud. This is gonna hurt. Everybody get out. Everybody get out. How are you guys stuck? I got out. That's the other problem with this farm. It collects pigmen. But it won't affect the farm itself. It'll just collect pigmen. Leave. Thank you. All. If you guys want to stay in there, that's okay. I gave you an opportunity to be free though, so don't be mad at me when you're stuck in there for the rest of your life, because you now are going to be stuck there for the rest of your life. Just saying. Not my fault. Alright. That works. It is linked correctly. It doesn't go to this portal, it goes to that portal. You love to see it! Portal linking working. So, theoretically, we come down here, and we simply activate the lever crump, which is that lever right there, which we're going to hit on the way down. Easy clap first try, with a pickaxe out. We missed it because we had easy place mode on. Technically, we did hit it. It just stopped me from being allowed to activate it because I have easy place. So we do that again. Second try, but also first try, and we hit it! Let's go! Apparently I didn't activate my elytra. We could have died. That would have been really awkward. Imagine I build this whole farm like so successfully first try, no bugs, and then I just fall to my death. Okay, so the thing we just activated, we have enough health for this. We actually kind of need to go free cam mode. This is what happens. We activate this trapdoor, activate this lever, opens this trapdoor. 20-ish snow golems just absolutely unload, firing at this shulker box. Snowballs, that's the word, don't do any damage, but it aggravates him, so it activates his shot. He shoots up because it's the only direction he can go, because the armor stand is the only block that lets him shoot upwards. Hits the water, then it bounces back and hits him. Every time a shulker hits itself with its own shulker shot, or actually, I think it just, any shulker gets hit by a shulker shot, it doesn't have to be its own. It duplicates, which is what you just saw in front of your face. And the only spots they can go are on these glass walls or these black stone walls, and then bam, they instantly get teleported into the portal frames, because the second they open their lids slightly, they go into the frame. I don't even know if they have to open their frames, to be honest. Or open their box. I think they might just go straight in. But regardless, they get sent through the portal, they go to our trap side, and then they're stuck there forever, baby. Let's go. So we should already have shulkers in there. What I'm gonna do first is build our little ender pearl stasis chambers, just to make sure the farm runs when we leave the... Ooh, that was my face again. When we leave the dimension. Because I don't want it to break. It's a headache to fix. So just to be safe, we're gonna quickly build one of them, because they're pretty easy also. So we have the soul sand, we have the blackstone. Should probably eat. Probably a good idea. Single layer. Bring that up to here. Awesome. There's also a portal here. This is to, you can reactivate the farm if you need to. It's supposed to run for hundreds and hundreds of hours. So we'll have more shulkers than we'll ever need before that happens. In theory, it's not supposed to break before then, at least. Worst case, not hard. We just build this portal here, and it has a little rail system, and it drops it back down exactly where we just dropped this one. So we can reactivate it pretty easily, but we shouldn't need to. But I just hit the wrong button. Try that again, shall we? Bang. Bang, bang, bang. Dude, I'm so keen that this farm actually worked first try. Because we're going to need so many shulkers. I've been grinding like crazy off stream, all of our materials. We have like probably 100k, probably like 180k dirt. We need about 200,000-ish dirt in grass, mud, or dirt form, but we also need another 100,000 dirt to convert it into terracotta. So I need to keep going till we have 300k. But we have the bulk of what we need. We have the stone, which I can show you guys in a second because I actually collected that since last stream. Our cobblestone farm, so quick. It was definitely the shout to build that Wither Rose farm for the fuel, and then just run the automatic cobble farm and then smelt that down, because holy, was that quicker. It's taken me like a week and I still don't have all the dirt by doing it the manual way. Granted, it's definitely a different system. It's slower to, you've got to auto craft the dirt, you've got to place the dirt manually, you've got to hoe the dirt or path block the dirt and all that annoying jazz. Whereas the stone, you just have to automatically stand there and mine. But in terms of having to use your tools manually and make sure they don't break, and fixing them on a timer is a giant pain. It is like the main thing that's slowing me down. It's making sure that I can be there every 20 to 30 minutes and not let my tools break because I keep forgetting. Or like I make it back 20 seconds later and I've broken another netherite shovel. Pretty sure I've broken 4 netherite shovels, maybe even 5 at this point. Just getting our 180k dirt. But there's some kelp, that's what's called. Kelp and a couple ender pearls. Why do we have so few ender pearls? Damn. Yeah, I've broken so many shovels that I didn't want to use the what's it called, stone generator. That requires me to manually mine it. I mean, manually. You just stand there automatically and what's it called? Refresh your shaders, then it'll mine it for you, and it's a whole thing. So it's basically automatic, but you just have to make sure you come back in time before your tools break. And like I said, I've already broken many shovels, so I would have broken many netherite pickaxes, because I literally did break 3 netherite pickaxes, I'm pretty sure, in the making of Laputa. So it's just gonna happen again if I do it again. So we have basically ran the cobble generator for one night. Not even overnight. I mean, just I was awake. I just let it run post stream, and then I turned it off before bed, and it was pretty much already done. With all the cobble we'll ever need, all the stone we'll ever need for this project. But it's definitely not ever need. Our next project is gonna need more, but like again, we'll just run the same system, smelt it up, and should be no walking forests. Easy. Really appreciating how easy that was to collect those rails. Holy, that was satisfying as hell. I don't really care about picking all those up, I'll be honest. Rails are not that expensive when you have a iron farm. Get rid of our little shulker box trap. Little home he had. Couple end rods. I was trying to make him feel at home, you know, with a the natural home lighting he's used to. Yoink, all of that. I mean, may as well grab this pile. It's already right here. So many slimes in that room. Okay, so Ender Pearl should keep this activated because F3 and G. This one keeps this side open. This side keeps this side open. The frames on the edges aren't technically within that range, but it still runs anyway. I've tested it. And also theoretically, they're supposed to keep a 3x3 chunk area loaded. So this one should include this, this. Ooh, that got really close, my bad. This, and this, and this. But it doesn't. I don't know why. It only does the single one. I don't know if my world's bugged or if I'm doing something stupid. I don't know. But these two will keep the farm center running, which is all we really need. And they're still going ham in here. Bro's just getting pelted. He's shooting himself. It's a why you're hitting yourself situation. It's kind of embarrassing for him. But if we now go through, kind of our horrible chunk loaders, or chunk borders even, probably dump our materials into here. Yoink, 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 yoink. Yep. You got another one? Yup. Help. That. Nope, I need those back. Yoink. That. And the bucket. Okay, my inventory looks less horrendous now. Beautiful. That's done. So, if we fly back, it's currently being loaded. It shouldn't break. We fly back to the nether through our regular portal. And literally right in front of us, or directly behind us, very closely. Directly in front of us, we see beautiful shulkers suffering. You'll love to see it. So, I missed a button, apparently, but that's okay. I can put a button there. We've got our 4 shulkers loaded in here, ready to go. If we ever need new shulkers, we just activate this lever. They go across, or it's currently activated. If we just push this minecart, it'll grab one of these, bounce it back, send it into the portal, and it'll be on the other side for us to collect. Well, we do have to build that other portal on the other side, but same. And then, yeah. They should send another one through in a second. There we go. Bang. One just got kicked out. As soon as they lift that lid even slightly, the string activates, pushing the pistons and shoves them into here. And they die, slowly but surely. Pushing them whenever they can, because, you know, if there's 2 in a line, they can't, but there you go. Bang. Now, if we have a button on us. Yeah, I'm gonna get shot doing this, but give me a button and don't even think about it. I got chests in here, don't I? Yeah, here we go. Chests and hoppers. Hoppers, beautiful. Okay, first we need to get that idiot. They're gonna shoot so many shots at me. Oh, he teleported away, beautiful. That's ideal. Now, nobody spawned. Beautiful. That's okay, that's okay. Where did he go? Did he just teleport himself into the trap like an idiot? That's embarrassing for him, honestly. Ow. So, if we... Can you... Chill with the shots. Chill! I'm just trying to make a little storage system situation going on. Give me some blocks. Right here. What? All the way. I didn't even intentionally do that. It's ugly as hell, but that's fine, because I don't really care, to be honest. This... I don't know how many we got already. It's gonna have to be through. Give it a second, but we're already at 20 at least. I don't think I actually know the total. We already got 37 shulkers. In the time it took me to fly here, we've got 37 shulkers. That's kind of insane. You love to see it. I don't know if it's got the rates on this farm. This farm produces about 236 shulkers per hour, which is enough to store over 200,000 items per hour. 236 shulker shells per hour. But we're already at 40. Maybe it's different? I don't know. Regardless, even if it's 230, that's a lot. That is a lot. And you love to see it. We're gonna need a lot for our stone. That's the main thing that I wanted this immediately for. Bam. Pull this up. It'll lag again, because it loves to lag, because this file is too big. Our moss is currently sitting in 60 double chests at the moment. We have all the moss now, by the way. I fully filled up all the chests. It is completely filled to the brim, 60 double chests. So we want to put that in 120 shulker boxes so that we can move it around as we're building. We can go back and forth to it, but I figured if we're at this scale of building projects, we should just be using shulker shells so that we can move things around. We can store them in our chests. It doesn't look ugly. We don't have 60 double chests sitting next to our moss farm looking horrendous. We need about the same 120 shulker boxes of stone, which I'll actually go show you guys now. But same thing, by the way, with the grass and the dirt and the mud and the terracotta. All that is going to have to go in shulkers. We currently have all of our shulkers used up on our sand and red sand and like 100,000 of our dirt. Which is why we needed the new one, because we need 200 to 300 without even going down the list at all of the other materials we need. Oh, there's my face again. Classic. See all these? That's a lot of... Damn, this is a lot of chests, Kody. Wow, look at all these. They're all filled to the brim with cobble, and there's like 4 rows of regular stone before I realized this is a terrible idea. Stop using that horrendous pickaxe breaker. This guy right here, he's being retired. I'm sorry. This guy, so much faster, completely automatic. Just hit that this little lever and this little button. TNT dupes into there, drops, breaks all the cobble around it, automatically regens. Fills this thing up here, and we already have all these chests filled. But that's not it. We have all of these chests... Almost all of these chests filled. Like, damn, that's a lot of chests. We have more chests down here, and they're all full. It's actually ridiculous. I don't know how many there are. I guess we could quickly do the math. 4 by... What is that? 7? That's 28. 28 by, we don't actually have all of those full, I guess. 3 by 9, 12, 36 plus what I say, 28 is 34, 64 double chests. Whoops. What do we got? 5, 6, we got 69. I did not do that on purpose, but of course it would land on 69 double chests of cobblestone / stone. Which is whack. That's just ridiculous. I also realized yesterday that I had all of these shulkers hiding in here. What is that? 8 shulker shells. Oh, smooth stone. Oh, just stone, not smooth stone. Just stone. Which is gonna help a little bit, I guess. We need 120, but you know, the 8 helps. And then all of these are filled with moss. They're completely filled. Everywhere, all the way up. Any chests, it's just all moss. And then we also have these few here. These ones are empty because these are just our bone meal converters. And then all these are full. It's just everywhere. There's just materials and materials everywhere. We've got our little skeleton farm going over here, which honestly we should just turn this off. It's got these 4 left. So yeah, like I said, hundreds of days. And it's only filled these 8 shulkers of bones. It's so slow. That's insane. IT, that's ridiculous. But yeah, I'm gonna call it for today's stream. That is actually just the most successful farm building ever. I'm so glad that just went swimmingly. Everything is good. Actually, one more farm to show you. I should probably kill that slime, but can't bothered. The dripstone farm has been running in the background. I think I've shown it once on stream, like post finishing it, like how much we had. We have got all the dripstone we need. That is basically 1 double chest. And then I'm gonna miss this. Damn it. You can make that a little elytra hop. I've done it. But it's quite difficult to line up when you're not coordinated. That's basically full. You can see it was in a weird pattern because I actually had to take some out. It's so efficient. It was supposed to take 450 days, but I was so on top of it and running it like non-stop with the ender pearls keeping it rendered. we have another double chest in here, and we have a little bit extra. So we basically have 3 double chests of pointed dripstone, which should theoretically, and by theoretically I'm like just pretty certain. There we go. We need 3 shulker boxes of pointed dripstone. We can now build our clay converter, and completely finish the end side of our dirt to mud to clay to terracotta converter, which is going to be like the biggest farm I've ever built ever. So that's it for today's stream. A very successful shulker farm. Can't believe that actually works. Going to let that run in the background while I'm farming all the other dirt, all the other materials. Next stream, we have so many options actually. We have a dark oak tree farm we need to build because I'm keep running out of dirt, out of wood. I'm also running out of dirt. We're running out of wood, and we're going to need so much to build all of these biomes. We have an oak and birch leaf farm because we need so many leaves, man, so many leaves, and we can't be doing that manually. If we can do it automatic, we need to be doing it automatic. So that's also on the list. We can now build our dirt to mud to clay to terracotta converter. That's a big build right there. That's a stream in itself. We also have our running through the entire one block. I want to run through the entire one block on stream. I don't know how many hours that is, but it's a beefy stream, that one. I want to run through the entire thing to get all the new items from each of the stages. It's a little bit buggy, the one block. It's a mod, you know, and it's running with many other mods, so it runs into problems. Hopefully we can get it to keep going. If it doesn't work, alas, I'll do my best to get what I can on stream. Otherwise, we may have to just problem solve, bug, do it off stream. But we're running through the entire thing to get all of the materials. We need to get like pale oak saplings, which we can get from wandering traders, but I haven't seen any the whole 300 days. I think I've seen one actually, and it was in our end stronghold auto frame duper machine, and it was just there forever. And he didn't have what we need. We also need pale moss. We need a lot of that, so we need that soon-ish rather than later, so we can run it through our moss farm itself. We just change out moss to pale moss. So that's another farm. That's another stream. And then I don't know. Am I missing something else? Birch leaf farm, shulker farm. Shulker farm's complete. We can turn off the placement. We can honestly just turn that off. Am I missing something else? With a farm, super smelter, we're gonna build off stream. It's not gonna be like a big build or anything. We're just gonna set up a temporary one to smelt our 200,000 cobble into stone. We've built the Wither Skull farm. We've built the shulker farm now. Run through the one block. I think that's it. And then we can build our ocean biome. I want to just absolutely smash out the building. I want to get this project speed, efficiency. We're going maximum industrialization. It's crazy in here. I refuse to let this take me a year. I blatantly refuse. Well, that was today's stream. Thank you very much for watching. If you're watching the VOD, feel free to drop a subscribe. Appreciate you guys. Go have a fantastic day. Feel free to follow us on Twitch if you want. And join the Discord. And I'll let you guys know when I go live and when I post VODs and all that jazz. I'm also randomly, not usually into TikTok or short form really at all, but I am going to start posting short form versions of the stream on TikTok. And if they do well-ish, I'll consider posting them on YouTube, on the Kody McHugh 2 channel as YouTube Shorts as well. So you can keep up with what's happening on stream, what's happening with the projects, if you don't have time to watch all of the VODs, because that's a lot of hours. Very understandable. But that way you can just watch, keep up with what's going on. You can jump in for a random stream when you have time to watch a stream, and then you still know what's going on. That's the general plan. So feel free to follow us on TikTok as well. It's the same name. It's Kody McHugh2 over there. I have one for my main stuff, but I haven't started posting on there. Yeah, I think that's it. You have a fantastic day. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you guys. And goodbye. Adios.